Nelson Mandela once said, "Do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again."
Either I'm gonna win or I'm gonna die in the cage. One of the two is gonna happen.
Highest highs and the lowest lows in this game.
On July 10th, we will see who can get up and emerge the victor when the Diamond faces the Notorious for a third time.
They want the trilogy, you gotta go with the trilogy.
Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, in front of a full crowd, it's UFC 264, Poirier versus McGregor. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trinidad MMA, back at it again, doing another prediction video, going over UFC 264 with my boy Sonny Black. We're going over Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier, Part 3. The trilogy. And we're only going over 3 fights because,
well, let's be honest, the other two, I mean, you know, the Sugar Sean O'Malley fight, the Lewis Smoker fell through.
Yeah.
Even then, I think everybody could agree Sugar Sean probably would get this.
Yeah.
And his new opponent,
who the
first
fuck is that
UFC
guy?
fight, exactly. First UFC fight. And as far as the females, no names that I know of.
Yeah.
So I don't feel
they're not no Amanda Nunes or Valentina Shevchenko or Rose Namajunas.
And no disrespect towards them, but I think the fact is, if we don't know them, we don't know their fight history.
Yeah.
We are inadequate to talk about them and judge them properly.
Exactly.
So, which is why we're only going to go over the top 3 fights of the night.
Yeah, it's not like they're like a Valentina Shevchenko who had like 100 or something like kickboxing or Muay Thai fights. You know.
Yes.
It's not like that.
So,
you know.
So we're just being fair here, and it would be unfair to judge something that we have no, knowledge of.
Exactly.
And we're not going to do that. So, starting off UFC 264 for us, we got Tai Tuivasa, the shoe drinker.
The shoe drinker with the tattoos. What was the traditional tattoos he has on his?
Oh, I believe those are some kind of
Samoan or no?
No, I think he's from New Zealand, I believe.
Yeah.
And
New Zealand for sure.
Oh, I forget what the warrior tribe that he has that is called, but
we always get confused with the other guy too who has it, right?
Well, they're both from the same place.
Yeah.
So, he's fighting Greg Hardy.
Greg Hardy, ex-NFL superstar.
And after Greg Hardy's last performance and after Tai Tuivasa's last performance, Greg Hardy got manhandled on the ground by Martian.
He just doesn't have the experience, you know. He hasn't been fighting for that long. He is an athlete, but you gotta have like some fighting skills. He doesn't have a good ground game.
And Tai Tuivasa showed a very good fighting ground game.
Exactly. And he trains at AKA with Khabib. DC's retired, of course. Kane's retired, of course. But he still trains under that head coach at AKA. Who knows what the fuck he's doing.
So I'm going to go with Tai Tuivasa.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer.
It could possibly go 3 rounds. And I say most likely it will. I don't see Tai knocking Greg Hardy out. I don't see that happening. I don't see Tai choking or submitting Greg Hardy either. I see it going 3 rounds with Tai Tuivasa showing a pretty dominant performance for at least 2 rounds of the fight.
I understand why you say that, but I do see Tuivasa knocking out Greg Hardy in the 2nd round. I see it either a finish by KO or a finish by submission.
Well, for the fans' sake,
yeah.
Those in attendance, I mean, I hope so.
I hope so
that
too.
That would be nice, but
yeah.
I'm being realistic, and because it's a 3-round fight.
Yeah.
Greg Hardy got choked out by Martin Tybura.
Yeah.
Tai Tuivasa, no, I do not see him choking out Greg Hardy. I see them having a slobber knocker. Greg Hardy can take a punch, if anything.
But a punch from
Tai Tuivasa.
I don't know.
No, I think it's gonna go the distance.
Excuse me.
I think it's gonna go the distance, and I think Tai Tuivasa's gonna win.
Yeah, I definitely think Tai Tuivasa's gonna win.
Now moving on to our co-main event. This is a very interesting fight. And I really want to know Trinidad MMA's opinion on this one.
This is a tough one.
I have a solid opinion.
This is a tough one.
We have Gilbert Eldorino Burns.
Burns wanted a changing of the guard, and perhaps we just got it.
It's like the two opposite, like not even opposites, but two different styles.
And let me just say, I love both of these fighters.
Yeah.
I think they are phenomenal fighters. If I have
Gilbert Burns doesn't get as much credit as he deserves, though.
Neither does Wonder Boy, if you ask me.
True.
So if I have to give my honest opinion, I'm going to say I think Wonder Boy is going to take this fight. I don't know how he's going to take it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you why.
He's definitely going to have to stay the fuck away from Gilbert Burns.
Oh, he'll be able to. And this is why I think Wonder Boy is going to win.
Yeah.
If you look at Gilbert's career, Gilbert statistically does not do very well against longer fighters. Hence getting knocked out by Dan Hooker. Hence losing.
But that was a lightweight, wasn't it?
It doesn't matter. I'm talking about the height difference and the reach differential.
Yeah.
Remember, Robert Whittaker got knocked out by Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
But that was at a lower weight class also.
Israel,
I feel like,
but then he got knocked out by Israel Adesanya, who is also a longer, lengthier opponent.
Yeah.
I think Wonderboy has the tools. His dominant performance over Jeff Neal and Vicente Luque.
Who was the last one? Vicente Luque?
Jeff Neal.
Jeff Neal. Okay.
But Wonderboy.
Vicente Luque is a motherfucker too. That was.
But Stephen.
That was a good fight.
No. He dismantled both of them.
Yeah.
Outclassed them.
Yeah. Because didn't Luque beat Tyron Woodley after that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He was looking fucking good. Yeah.
Outpointed them.
Yeah.
So Wonderboy, since he lost to Anthony Pettis, has been on a rise.
Which was a lucky punch by Anthony Pettis, you know.
And Gilbert, he's coming off the loss to Kamaru.
Yeah.
And Gilbert, nobody can really put into measure how, like, a loss like that takes effect on somebody.
Yeah. But Gilbert is one of those guys that, like, he's not going to stop till he gets that belt. He's one of those guys that are just dedicated to the sport. Well, like Kamaru said. Kamaru said they connected because he realized that guy wanted the same shit he wanted.
Wonderboy is what? The only guy in the top 5 who Kamaru hasn't beat yet.
Yeah.
So, I do see Wonderboy winning this fight.
Yeah.
I don't have a prediction how.
Yeah.
But I see him winning. That's my prediction.
That's a good pick, but Gilbert Burns, man. Gilbert Burns is a motherfucker. Not only he's a world-class jiu-jitsu practitioner, a gold medalist, like he's competed in like the highest of the highest tournaments in jiu-jitsu and won them all. But he's a good fucking striker also.
Very powerful.
Very powerful. He rocked Kamaru Usman in that fight. He just didn't know how to handle somebody that's hurt. He had Kamaru hurt and he rushed it.
Well, that was an emotional fight for him.
Yeah, he rushed it.
No, it was an emotional fight. They knew each other. They were training partners.
But I felt like he rocked him. He felt like the title was this close to having. And he fucking just stepped on the pedal too much.
This really is anybody's fight. This fight. And which brings us to our main fight.
No, I gotta pick who I gotta pick. Who's gonna win?
Well, take your pick.
I got Gilbert Burns, man. I got
Boo-ha.
I go. Gilbert Burns is a motherfucker, man. I love jiu-jitsu guys who figure it out and end up like becoming world class strikers as Gilbert Burns. And I just feel like Gilbert Burns has everything it takes to beat a Wonderboy. If it goes to the ground, he's fucked. If he stands up, it's gonna be tough. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be an easy fight on the feet, cause Wonderboy, it's hard to even get close to this guy. His fucking front legs are like a jab.
I can't recall anybody ever really taking Wonderboy to the ground and beating him that way.
No.
Think about it.
Because you can't even get that close.
No, he doesn't let you.
He doesn't let you get that close. Like I said, his fucking front leg is like a jab.
Wonderboy is a phenomenal karate, kung fu fighter.
Yeah, he understands distance so well.
His kicks lay you on your ass. And he's the nicest guy about it. He'll help you back up.
Like he said, the nicest. He wanted a belt of the nicest motherfucker.
Nicest champion.
Nicest champion. Yeah, he deserves that. But that's not gonna sell.
Nope.
It's not gonna sell. Nobody wants to see the nicest guy. They want to see the meanest, baddest motherfucker.
I do, however, think that Wonderboy's on. He's 38, I believe.
Yeah.
He's, this could be possibly his last stretch.
Yeah, because those Tyron Woodley fights, he had two title shots against Tyron Woodley.
And he beats Gilbert. he poses a interesting opponent to Kamaru, the likes of which he's never faced in the welterweight
division. He's
division.
beaten Leon Edwards already. He's beaten Colby Covington already. He's beaten
Leon's the closest to a Wonder Boy that Kamaru has faced. Wonder Boy is a Wonder Boy though.
Nobody like him.
Israel Adesanya is the closest.
Yeah.
As far as being able to
pure striker,
outpoint you, put you on your ass. You know, just.
But still, again, nobody fights like Wonder Boy.
No.
Nobody.
No. He's something different. And if Kamaru was to face him and beat him, it would just only more solidify his thing. And if Wonder Boy beats Gilbert, 100% do I believe he deserves a title shot against Kamaru.
Not only does he deserve a title shot if he beats Gilbert Burns, I believe Kamaru's going to take the fight anyway because it's somebody he's never fought before, never faced before.
Although I do believe Dana White has already said that Kamaru's next opponent will be Colby.
Yeah.
Which...
Because it's the money fight.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
Who doesn't want to see that fucking fight?
I want to see it.
I
want to see it.
If you had to pick, would you want to see Wonder Boy or Colby?
Well, if I had to pick, I would have picked Hamza to keep on going. Hamza at this point would have beaten Leon Edwards, and at this point he would be fighting Kamaru Usman.
But Hamza is just not active enough
at the moment.
At the moment, COVID fucked them up. We understand, but
I don't see any of these guys actually beating Kamaru.
Yeah.
But we're enough said. I have Wonder Boy.
I got Gilbert Burns. I got Gilbert Burns by knockout second round.
Okay, if I have to put a thing on it, I got Wonder Boy knockout second round.
Okay. So, just remember that.
So if we're done with that, we're moving on to the main event, which is the
fight that everybody wants to see. Mm-hmm.
So we got one knockout, Conor at 145, knocking out Poirier at 145, and then we got him in the first round, and then we got to knock out Poirier 155 against Conor 155.
Was the second round?
Second round.
Second round, yeah.
Now a lot of people are saying this fight is going to end in the third round.
Yeah.
Now
Conor looks prepared, man. Conor is back to the old Conor, training hard.
Conor looks better than
he looks
did
better,
fight,
He's taking this shit 100% serious. If he loses this fight, it's not because he's not prepared. It's just because Dustin's the better fighter.
I'm gonna pick Conor because I love Dustin. I really do. I think Dustin's a dog.
Yeah.
And I think Conor has the ability to realize his mistakes, realize what he needs to make better, what he needs to improve on.
Yeah.
Hence that first Nate Diaz fight, and then coming back.
Conor always comes back better.
Yes.
In rematches, always.
So it makes you wonder if he had a second fight against Khabib, how would it go along?
Yeah. But it's hard to see anybody beating Khabib. It's hard.
But we're about to find out something here. So Conor's gonna fight Poirier, and this is gonna be the best fight out of all three. 100%.
100%.
And either way, I won't be disappointed. I really don't give a shit who wins, who loses. I like both of these guys a lot.
If
either one of them wins, it benefits the sport.
Yeah.
And they're going to be, whoever wins is fighting Oliveira.
Have to.
But my point is, I look at Conor's motivation. I do see how much he's changed.
Yeah.
But Poirier is such a fucking dog.
He is a motherfucker. All the wars he's been in. Justin Gaethje. Who else?
He's been in a war.
He's being. No, he's lost to Michael Johnson.
He did lose to Michael Johnson, but a lot of
ever since that fight to Michael Johnson, he just came on. The fight against Dan Hooker fucked him up in a war. Justin Gaethje finished him right at the fucking end.
Eddie
Alvarez. No, that was a DQ.
No, that was the first one. That was a disqualification.
And then the second one,
he finished him.
And then he fucking fucked up Max Holloway. Max Holloway didn't even stand a chance against him.
Also, he's the only one to submit Max Holloway in the first round.
Exactly. He's beat Max Holloway twice.
Yes, he did. But for real.
For real.
I'm sorry, Volkanovski.
He beat him for real. Sorry, Volk.
He beat him for real.
It's hard to pick somebody against us in this fight.
But think about Conor. When Conor fought Max, Conor took Max down.
Yeah.
And Conor did.
He took him down because he tore his ACL.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
if Conor can
Props to
win.
Conor. Conor fucked up his knee in that fight and realized and took Max down and still won it. Because I believe he tore it in like the second round or so. In the third round, he came in and just took him down.
So, guys, let me just make something very clear on these last two fights, okay? I'm not telling you to bet money on my opinion or Trinidad MMA's opinion.
Yeah.
These last two fights are a motherfucker.
They could go either way.
They can go either way, and if you have my opinion, I'm going to tell you Wonderboy and Conor, the two more bouncy of the fighters that are fighting.
That's if Conor comes out in that bouncy style. Cause
if he comes out in that bouncy style.
In that second fight against Dustin, he came out in that boxer style.
Okay, well, what if he comes out like he did against Cowboy?
Or Jose Aldo, that karate style jump.
Who knows?
Yeah.
If
It all depends what style he comes out in.
As long as he's not bald Conor, I think he stands a very good chance. I don't like bald Conor. I'm sorry, guys.
Bald Conor, yeah. Yeah, he hasn't been doing good.
But this fight card is one to be remembered, I think, for sure.
Anytime Conor McGregor fights. Yeah.
We're about to see something very special.
Yeah. I believe so.
There's no way that Dustin Poirier Conor McGregor fight
and
no
then
5 rounds.
Props to Conor, man, for being the highest paid athlete in 2021. No UFC fighter. Is it 2021 or 2020? It doesn't matter.
2021.
But he's the highest paid athlete in the world.
He deserves it.
Above Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and LeBron James.
He deserves it because
he's the only UFC fighter.
Because
dude.
LeBron James may be in a movie, but if LeBron James and Conor McGregor would have a press conference and they were to talk shit about each other, Conor
would kill him in that press conference.
And I'm really looking forward to the press conferences on this fight, by the way.
Of Dustin, yeah.
I want to see Conor talk some shit.
Like,
not he doesn't need to go full on the way he used to.
Do you think he would be talking?
Oh, I think he'll talk a little. Dustin talks a little.
Yeah.
Because
they were so respectful in that
I
first.
knocked him out,
Yeah.
and then Conor will be like, "Well, who knocked you out first?"
Because he said the first one to shoot is a dusty bitch, but you know.
Yeah, but you gotta hear it from their lips.
Yeah.
You gotta hear the crowd's reaction to what they say. Who the fuck is that guy? Twitter doesn't do any justice.
Yeah.
So
Conor McGregor, man, like he's changed the game. He's changed the game a lot.
Oh, some can say Conor started the game.
That is true.
I can honestly say if it wasn't for Conor and the likes of Chuck Liddell,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be into the sport of MMA or UFC. So,
Thankfully, I got to see the whole rise of Conor McGregor. I seen him when he first came in, and he fought. Who the fuck did he fight? This black guy. I forgot his name.
White Grain? No.
Was it?
No, it probably wasn't. You probably can't remember. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name though.
Yeah, but he fought this first guy. There was hella hype on him. Dana didn't even see him fight when he signed him. He just went to Ireland and they were just talking about this Conor McGregor. He's like, fuck, let's sign this guy. And Conor McGregor just fucking blew up.
But Conor also at this point in his career, he needs to show up.
Yeah, he needs to win.
It depends. I don't know what he wants.
If he loses this fight, the only option is Nate Diaz.
No, if he loses this fight, he doesn't need to fight again. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. But at this point,
shit, he didn't need to fight again the last fight.
But part of me thinks that deep down, Conor is
a fighter.
Yes.
He's a fucking fighter. I respect him.
That's why I respect him most.
Yeah.
He's not just in for the money. He wants to win.
He wants to win.
He wants to be the champion.
And he actually loves this shit. Like, that's the only reason to do it.
You can have all the money you want, but that UFC gold you can't buy.
And dude, this is not basketball or soccer where you just go kick a ball or shoot a ball in a hoop. You're fucking fighting somebody.
Going to war.
You're going to war. This other guy is trying to technically kill you.
So out of these
That's all the ref stops.
So I can honestly say, whoever wins this fight, these two fucking dogs,
motherfuckers,
these two fucking brawlers, they 100% deserve the chance of a title shot against Oliveira.
I forgot about Yair, kinda.
Oh, I didn't.
I did.
I was looking for that one immensely.
Well, his last fight was the elbow, right? Wasn't it?
Shame on Yair. He had a chance. He could have fought Giga.
Ditching USADA.
Ditching and bitching.
It's not like he failed. That's a good one. Ditching and bitching. It's not like he failed a drug test. He just didn't fucking do the drug test. He just kept ditching it.
Well, I mean, who knows what's going on in a man's personal life, but let's just hope for great fights coming forward.
Yeah.
And we'll give our review of 264 and our predictions of 265 coming up. And
we might have more people too.
And by this time, who knows? Maybe more fights will be announced. So we'll see what happens. So everybody, that's it.
That's it for this one. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're out of here.
If you don't like it, suck a dick.